Lords and ladies, boys and girls, it is time. Well, technically, it's past time for the monthly wrap up because I usually drop this on the last day of the month, but that was Halloween and life happened and I got distracted and anyhow. So, what did we manage to read last month? Knocked out 4 books, knocked out 3 books and a short story. Let's put it that way. I won't tell you which one is my book of the month, but only one of them got 5 stars, so I'm figuring you can do the math. First, we knocked out The Courting of Bristol Keats. That's by Mary Pearson. That is going to drop November 12th, so that one's coming up soon. I did like that book, even though it was a romantasy. Then I read Service Model by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Yes, that one is my 5-star. Nobody's surprised by that at all. Knocked out next, Son of Thunder by S.C. Mitchell. Another romantasy. Didn't quite do as well, but was still better than I expected. And finally, I read the short story Evan, A Remainder by Jordan Corella. I gave that 4 stars because to this day, I still don't know if it's a 3 or a 5. It was different. Let me put it that way. Another big thing I did this month is I did put out video reviews both for Service Model and The Courting of Bristol Keats, but I didn't do them for the other ones. Obviously, I do like doing the book reviews, but a lot of the times I'm just repeating what I put on the actual book reviews, which you can find out on Goodreads and Amazon. I don't think there's one out yet on Amazon for The Courting of Bristol Keats, but that's because book's not out yet, and it's a rare thing to be able to drop a Amazon review on a book that hasn't hit its laydown date yet. But I'll try to remember to get that on there later. But yeah, it's just a lot of times I 4 or 5 stars, or definitely 5 stars. I'm still going to be doing video reviews, but a lot of times if it's anything less than that, and I'm not really sure, then I'm going to add anything that isn't in my regular review. Go figure. But if you do like book reviews, swing over to Goodreads, especially. Everything I've read since probably in the last year. I'm horrible with time. Don't quote me on that. But I have been doing my book reviews on Goodreads. So that was what got done. I am definitely going to wrap up this month. I'm almost done with A Good Family by A.H. Kim. That was I almost said Patreon pick. That was the community pick. And yeah, thoroughly enjoying that one. Now that I've had some time and I'm starting to get I'm way past the halfway point, starting to pick up speed. So that one's going to get knocked out. So sometime next month, we'll also have a new community pick for, another read. And I'm almost done with, it dropped Tuesday, but I've had the listing copies take forever because anyhow, but I have had it for a while now, so I'm almost done with it. I should be pulling in the drive here pretty soon on Nick Cutter's. Is it just the Queen? Second guessing myself. Might be just the Queen. Yep, it was just the Queen. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this one ends. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing a review on that one. Video review. Obviously, there'll be a Goodreads review. That one, I haven't made up my mind yet. Definitely not bad. It's not like whether it's good or bad. It's just I haven't decided where on the scale it is yet. So you have to come back for that one. So that was all the reading. I didn't get anywhere on Kindle. I'm going to work on that. But yeah, I did get some Libro books done. I did get some physical books done. There we go for reading. Didn't really watch much. I did start watching The Penguin. I'm only 2 episodes into that. Those are going pretty well. I'm enjoying that. I still can't believe that's Colin Farrell under that accent and makeup, but hey, he's doing really good. The fun part of last month, I would have to say, is probably the videos. I had a great month on videos. I had a bunch of live streams. First of all, we started off with the Josh Mallerman interview because it was October and you had to have a horror author on. And then to just double down on that, we did a horror recommendations for Halloween. Paul Jessup joined me for the live stream. We had some recorded video, both from Josh Mallerman and then also from Elizabeth Hand, who came in to give us some of their recommendations. And then we had some emails that I went over to from other authors that couldn't make it in. And I'm not going to name them because I know I'm going to forget somebody. But if you're a horror fan and you're not just picking up for Halloween season, it's still out there. Go check it out. And then what else do we... Oh, obviously, the first time I've had an interview with somebody who's not an author. We did have John Minton from Talking Story on. That was a blast. Being my first non-author one, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fill an hour, and I think we cut off around the 2-hour mark. So, shout out to John Minton. Shout out to Spyro for keeping chat going there until people realized it was going on. And so, but yeah, that was really cool. Don't know who I'm going to do next, but yeah, definitely going to have another one of those going. And normally I would have one in November, but I have been talking to somebody and we haven't decided when we're going to do it yet. So I don't want to announce anything in case it doesn't happen. Some of you may already know who I've been talking to because I asked about it. And if it doesn't happen, it didn't happen. Life happens. I get that. But if it does, I'm trying to kind of hold November open for that because probably if it doesn't happen in November, I don't think it's happening. And I'm just going to get some more reading done while I'm at it. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And also I had 2 charity streams. I don't normally do these, so I'm not disappointed in where we're at. In fact, actually, I'm kind of surprised where we're at because I really mainly doing these over on Twitch. But I did have a couple of them simulcast to YouTube. And I've done a couple of charity streams for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. In fact, that charity, that fundraiser ends today, if you happen to see this, on Saturday, November 2nd. And I think I'm only $25 away from my goal. So, if 25 of you see this and hop on and give $1, we're good. Anyhow, I've never done a charity stream before. I'm not going to make this a regular occurrence. It was just kind of one of those things where everything hit at the same time. King's Isle, which is the maker of Wizard 101, was putting a team together. It wasn't like they asked me specifically, but it was out there. And I used to play that game with my kids all the time. I still jump on every once in a while for fun. And so I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool. And then it was for Children's Miracle Network. And when my son was young, he had RSV, jaundice. And so we'd actually been to the Children's Hospital, which is part of that network here in Omaha. So, I just kind of had a connection to this one. I'm not going to be sitting there in December asking you guys to donate money to anything. But for this one, I did it. I enjoyed it. In fact, I even kicked out. I even went ahead and ran my Twitch streams. I was actually running Wizard 101, which is, yes, a game aimed at people way younger than me. I get it. It's still fun. Anyhow, but then my last 2 just for fun, I went ahead and ran like 8-hour Twitch streams where I just put the playlist for all of our author interviews up there and just let that run. So hopefully some people on Twitch got to see some author interviews. We'll see how it goes. All right, so that was it. I am not doing nearly as much this month in video-wise. Like I said, I may have an author coming up. I might see if I can get somebody else on. But mainly I'm going to catch up on my reading and knock out some of the videos that I've been putting off because I just haven't had time. And that's it. No, not really. That's all I had going on. Not watching much else TV. Didn't watch any other movies off the top of my head that I can think of. Other than, I can't remember what it was. I watched something with Horror Watch. If you guys aren't familiar with Blue Sky, that's another social media place, kind of like Twitter, or it's just called X, or Instagram, or any of that Threads. But if you like books, I will tell you this. From what I can see, Twitter, obviously Twitter's still the king of the hill, but there's a lot of attrition going on there. I know a lot of people have left Twitter. And then all of the booktubers and I would say more like maybe book talkers and bookstagrammers, a lot of those people are hanging out on Threads. And then a lot of the authors are hanging out over on Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a good place to follow your favorite authors and meet some new ones and stuff like that. So, and that's also where Horror Watch is run by my friend Paul Jessup. I think I can call him my friend. He's been on like 3 times. I don't think he hates me at this point. But yeah, he runs that, and then every Saturday they just have a horror movie that they all sit around and watch, and I make snarky comments about, because that's what I do. And there's always something, usually on Tubi, I think it's pronounced Tubi, or some other place where everybody can watch it for free. So, because we want everybody to be included if possible. All right, I think I am rambling now. Like I said, not much in stone coming up. I mean, as soon as I knock out Good Family, I'm going to have, I think I've got a couple other books I'm going to, let me mention this, just because another author whom I love, Ian Rogers. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with him. He really should be bigger than he is. I think he's not as big as he could be, mainly because he mainly didn't, wow, that was also English. Mainly because he's done short stories in the past, one of which was a collection. He sent me this, which I loved. He actually sent me that a while ago, but it is super noir-tural. And it is basically a collection of his Blacklands short stories. I knocked this out so fast. You got to read this. And like I said, I was super happy that he actually sent me a copy of that. And then the other one that I've had for a while now, Every House is Haunted. Now this is another collection of short stories. And then this year, he actually got some actual full-size novels coming out, which first and foremost was The Family. So don't know if I'm going to be reading this one next, because the one that I really want to read is supposed to be coming sometime today. I'll believe it when I see it, because it doesn't even say it's out for delivery yet. But Sycamore is coming out, and I absolutely positively have to read that one. And I think he also has a book called Gray that either just came out or has... Basically, he's been doing short stories forever, and now he's had like 3 novels come out in a very short time. So if you haven't checked out Ian Rogers, check him out. In fact, if you think that Every House is Haunted sounds even a little bit familiar, Netflix picked this up. It was supposed to be put out as a Netflix movie. Sam Raimi's supposed to be, can't remember if he's directing it or producing it. I think he's producing it. And then I think, the SAG strike happened and everything, and I don't. SAG and WAG and all those AGs happened. And I don't know where that's at. So, Ian, give me an update if you know anything. He may not know anything. Hollywood is Hollywood. Life goes on. All right. So that's my suggestion for the week. Pick up some Ian Rogers. There's plenty to choose from now. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody. Love having you guys watch the channel. Love having you comments down below. And something's popping up here. Go watch one of these. One of them is going to be the last thing I did. One of them is going to be something that the algorithm thinks you want to watch. So if you see that one, YouTube says you should watch it. It's not me, it's YouTube. I can't take credit for it.